Yesterday, somebody asked me this question. Abhi, what are you really doing? I said, I am a one-man MNC. When I said MNC, I did not mean multinational corporation. I meant multinational contributor. Yeah, when I left my job, 9 to 5 job in 2005, and when I look back now, it is almost 16 years up. And I've been training and consulting people. Almost 15,000 people I trained from multiple geographies, and we provided consultancy services to transition teams from waterfall to agile. So the opportunities were tremendous. And in the 16 years, we were not impacted by 2 recessions. And then now it is COVID time. Still we are able, at least I am able to work and look at the career longevity. I'm still employable at the age of at this age. That is, maybe I'm around 60 years of age, still employable. And now this model is going to flourish now because everybody is now okay. If somebody say I'm working from home or I'm working remotely, that is now socially acceptable. Because before it was more like if I have to deliver a training, I should go to the customer's place and then deliver. They want to see you. They call you for the pre-sale meeting, then 2 rounds of discussions, then take a flight from here and then go to the customer's place. The previous day you'll have to reach the city. 2 days training, we spent 4 days, including traveling and everything put together. It is around 4 days time goes into 2 days training. Now the norms have changed. The time has come for remote working. That has become socially acceptable. Now I call it as the collapse of colocation. The co-located teams are no more there, and I don't think that they are going to come back as it was before. So the collocation gave way for the emergence of the one-man MNC and grabbed the opportunity. This is for the freshers, this is for the middle management, this is for people who have gained years of experience. This is a great opportunity to become a one-man MNC and extend your services to clients globally. Now, before, when we were co-located, we had a manager and the entire team members used to come under one roof, and this guy conducts the induction program. Everybody's trained to be similar, and everybody after that, okay, everybody has the same strengths and the same weaknesses. Sometimes I used to be very cynical when I go to corporates. They have this induction training program. When people come from campuses, they're very vibrant, they are very enthusiastic, they're very ambitious. And when you see them after the induction program, they are kind of normalized. Everybody looks alike, everybody talks alike. They lost their USPs. And very often these induction programs are conducted by people who are sitting on the bench. So it is not done by the stars or the cream of the workforce in the organization. This is always done by people who are okay to spare kind of thing. So this mediocre guys comes and then they talk a lot of nonsense to the freshers and they brainwash them and bring them to their level. That is a total waste actually. I have witnessed this again and again and again in many organizations, because this as a trainer and as a consultant, I have had opportunities to see at least 200 organizations from very close quarters without being part of them completely. So you see all this drama happening, youngsters coming with a lot of expectations and enthusiasm, and after the induction program, they are all normalized to a single type. All of them have the same strengths and the same weaknesses. That is bad. Then now we have another opportunity now because of the collapse of colocation. Now people are working remotely. The advantage of this is they are going to be different. Their sources of information and training, and cultural aspects, everything is going to be different. And their productivity or their achievements are transparent and visible to everybody with whom they are dealing with. So a distributed way of working opens up the way for that one man MNC, the one man MNCs. And this is a great opportunity for those capable guys actually who can really deliver value. And this is good for organizations also. Now when I really look at new people joining the organizations, even the laptops, it is not given by the company, it is brought by them. So before you join a new company, the company has to provide you with a laptop, a cabin, a cubicle, induction program, blah 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 blah, lot of overheads. Now companies are also happy because these guys are working from home, and some companies are providing, okay, for table, chair, everything, that is fine. But still companies are also, the management is also happy because the recurring costs are, the overheads are less, and they can hire experts at will, and that is an opportunity for the team member or for the employee. Now a lot of people are talking about profitability and about the employer, and nobody's talking about the employee and the opportunities for the employee. And I see it as an opportunity. I want to talk for the employee and the possibilities, that exploding possibilities for the employee to really capitalize this opportunity. Don't miss the bus. Now, who is a typical one-man MNC? An expert in something. In my case, okay, I'm good at project management. I know all flavors of project management, that is predictive and the agile. And these things did not happen overnight. It was a continuous journey, continuous learning from the clients, from the competitors, from the academicians, from the body of knowledges, from organizations, from peers, and from entrepreneurs. It was a 360-degree way of learning from everything and everybody, and it was a fantastic journey. But the key is, I was focusing, past 15 years, I was focusing on only on one topic, that is project management. It can be tools, it can be frameworks, it can be IT project management, it can be EPC project management. So it's all about tools and methods, and but the focus is only on project management. So you have to choose your passionate area and then work on it. Continuously work on it. You had it. At this moment, I recollect one of my team member whom I gave an advice during one of the performance appraisals. Like, every day you learn a new command of Oracle, not by reading it, by applying it. And in 1 year's time, this guy became an expert, because by that time he knew at least 300 commands of Oracle and how to use it, and then he was considered as an expert. And that is happening to me and to many professionals, because they are focused on one segment or one domain and consistently they are working on it. They're updating their knowledge on it. They are always, they're current on it. That is very, very important. So the expertise, they should be adding to their expertise, and they should update their expertise. Then visibility, the world should know that somebody like this exists. So as a one-man MNC, you should market yourself, you should be visible, you should be on the social media, you should have blogs, and you should be on Twitter, and you should be on YouTube, and people should know about you. And I took a lot of time to understand this. My view was, if I'm good, people will call me. And I used to operate through agents in different geographies. So they do all the selling and marketing and billing, and they take huge commissions, and whatever left only I get. But then the moment I started branding myself or selling myself through the social media, it was not selling, it was just telling the world that, okay, a person like AB exists, and this is the expertise he has, and maybe you can take it from him. So the visibility is important. And then when people approach you, the availability part also is very, very important. You must be available when somebody approaches you for knowledge or service. You should be available. So expertise, visibility, and availability, these are the keys to be successful as a one-man MNC. So focus on, or identify an area which you are passionate about, focus on that consistently, and within a short span of time you will become an expert in that area. But at the same time, focus on visibility and availability as well. So who is a one-man MNC? Who is good at something relevant? It must be relevant. It cannot be something that is obsolete. People should be willing to pay for it. So it must be relevant for others, and you're passionate about it. So you are not, it should be an area which is very passionate, and then, so you're not working for money. You keep on, whether you get money or not, you're going to do it anyway. You continuously research on it. You enjoy it. You enjoy your research, and the one-man MNC should be continuously, pivoting. So I started as a project manager, then senior project manager, then a corporate trainer, PMP. Then I pivoted into agile. Then I got into consulting. I pivoted into consulting, and then I pivoted into as a YouTuber. Then I pivoted from IT. I pivoted into EPC project management, and I'm working very closely in a product company, project management product company. I'm working very closely with the CEO and the marketing team as a domain expert, and that is all EPC project. That was the last pivot. So it was continuously a series of pivot. When I say pivot, it is not about getting into a new area by forgetting your strengths. It is about taking a pivot. In basketball, they say when you pass the ball, you put one foot down firmly, and using the other feet you try to you pass the ball. So you are leveraging on your core competence, and then venturing into related areas where you can add more value and where there is demand. So continuously you'll have to pivot, and organizations do it very successfully, because I have one book with me that is It is about founders, and it is very interesting because there is no single company which remained as what it was when they started. They were continuously pivoting. For example, PayPal was a financial risk management company, and they succeeded as online payment transactions. And Google was just a search engine, and they converted that into a great company. So companies are pivoting. So one man MNCs also should pivot successfully. Yeah, because there you need what is trending and what is not trending, and you have to be proactive. So that helps. And you must be visible. Yeah, I thought initially I was very shy to project myself. I was very shy to talk in front of a camera. These are the skills these days. Now everybody needs it actually. Now I'm talking to this camera because there is nobody to listen. So this is a skill. It comes. I had this camera fright. Now it is okay. And you record this video and put it on YouTube. Some people will watch it, and then they know that there exists somebody like this, and they start commenting on it, communicating with you, emailing you. So you become very visible that way. And when they approach you, you must be available. The opportunities here are rewards are dependent on contribution. Unfortunately, if you go to the current corporate scenario, there is an assumption, which is a terrible assumption, in the sense once you gain more and more experience, you are better. Your expertise will be better. That is applicable only for wine actually. When the age is more, or when then it is good, but not not for a knowledge worker. So your rewards will be dependent on your ability to contribute, and everything will start revolving around meritocracy. If you're good at something, your age and experience doesn't matter. If you can deliver value to the customer, then they will pay you. You will be in demand. And you can decide if health permits, you can decide when to retire or when not to retire. Or retirement can be in between. You can always take a break at the middle of the year for 3 months. So you have absolute freedom to do that. And you get the ability to serve even remote clients and flexibility. So this the boss is always right, because he has more experience. That syndrome will go away. You will see youngsters or inexperienced guys growing very fast, or oldies, maintaining their position because they're still good, they're updating their knowledge. So age, location, culture, all these experience, number of years of experience, all these barriers are shattered in the current or the emerging way we are going to collaborate and work. So it's a great opportunity. Grab it. Okay. So if you're good, because when I went to one organization, I cannot forget that guy. That introduction I loved, because the introduction was, Abby here is a fresh engineer, highly respected fresh engineer, and his experience was he had hardly 3 months experience, or 3 to 4 months experience in an MNC, where I went to coach them on agile using Scrum. And when this guy walked into the planning meeting, I really understood why he is highly respected. Because many of the team members, they walked into the planning meeting without any preparation. Whereas this guy walked in with a lot of preparation. He compensated his lack of experience with preparation. And he was one of the most value adding guys in the meeting asking the relevant question to the product owner, and there is no wonder why he is highly respected. And I still remember another project trainee who worked in my team, and I used to give her impossible targets, but they used to achieve it. A three-member team, they used to achieve it. And we were so impressed. And we wanted to give her a placement or a job in the company. And then she said, no, I don't want your job. I want my first job itself should be, that of a manager. And then I went to US for higher studies, and today she's a CTO of a reasonably big company, and she's on LinkedIn, so I'm connected. So she's a CTO, and still she's very young. There are multiple stories like this. There is another guy who is a very senior position, who is a managing director kind of guy in an MNC in the US, and I was fortunate enough to be his first boss. So uh, experience and excellence are not connected. Now, this is a great opportunity for you to get that professional freedom. You are not bound by your boss or somebody's capability. If you are enthusiastic about what you're doing, and if you're willing to do that additional research and with focus and enjoyment and passion, you can grow very, very quickly. And you can serve multiple clients. So that will make you very bold actually. So in a consulting assignment, when you work on a contract mode, you are better than the employee, because you always say, I'll never lose my job, so I air my views very, very clearly. And whenever you air your independent views without fear, people see value in it and they respect. Whereas the 95 employees, what they do is they want to play it very diplomatically. They always say, they'll never say that emperor is naked, even when that emperor is naked. So that way, they are not adding value. Whereas if you are on a contract mode, you can definitely add value because you can be fearless. Maximum what happens, you lose a client, you don't lose your job, you don't lose your career. So that boldness get into you. So the opportunities are tremendous for the one-man MNC. So it is a mindset. You start thinking about it. You start acting like a one-man MNC, and at some point in time, you will become one. The how part of it, I'll explain more and more of these things in a series of videos, and I'll be writing about these things in the blog OneManMnc.com, and it'll be great to have you subscribe to this channel so that you will not miss out anything. Here you'll see project management related things. That is okay, and this is something bleeding edge, emerging things. So you will see a series of things happening on the processes and tools and the mindset required to become a one-man MNC. So please do subscribe to the channel and get updated regular, at least weekly, one video on this topic I'll be publishing, because project management is my bread and butter. So this is another pivot from project management. So this is just taking off. So I'll be talking about one-man MNC, one video per week. So subscribe and enjoy it. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.